Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome back to Better Than Napoleon in Europa Universalis for as France. And again, I remind you, this is not a standalone series, this is a continuation of my Big Blue Blob campaign that you can check out on the channel. We have already conquered Moscow, now we are going for Berlin. And I am delaying piecing out in this war just because I want to get some money, because getting the Big Blue Blob left us with quite a lot of loans that we need to pay off. Okay, let's unpause. Also need to be ready because we will have some rebels rise up in Muscovite territories. Unfortunately, I cannot afford the harsh treatment. I could reduce war exhaustion, I suppose. That costs a lot of points, but I think it's worth it, even though we just paid the double because we spent full amount to just reduce it by 1 instead of 2. But that did decrease the revolt risk slightly. Okay, I need to start piecing people out. Maybe if we... No, they still don't want anything. How much money do you have? Is it worth pressing you? Maybe not. But let's wait a little while longer, because they are already occupied mostly. Magdeburg. The siege of Magdeburg is over, which basically means I can sign a peace deal with them. Wait a minute, that's not the country. This is the country. I could take Danzig because it's a very good trade province and brings in a lot of money, but Poland probably wants it very much, which means in turn I will damage my relations with Poland, and I don't need that province for the achievement. So, Magdeburg. You will give me all the money that you can give me. And anything else? Trusted trade power takes up a diplo slot, so no. I suppose I can cancel your treaties. This way I'll get some bonus prestige, and I really don't care if you get the next or not. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's do that. Who else is in this war? Just the 4 of you. Oh no, East Frisia as well. I could conquer them, but I really don't want to. Cologne, would you give me money? You would not give me money. Alright, because the sieges are from a different war. They are not my sieges. This one would be mine, but we'll have to wait quite a long time for that to happen. And how about this place? Dresden, we could actually get Dresden. So let's wait. Same with Mecklenburg. Although this would be quite a long time. I'll go back to Speedfall. How are the rebellions? Pending. The rebellions are pending. Oh, we can upgrade our government rank to the Empire, can't we? Perfect. We can upgrade to the Empire rank. We will become a cultural union of French. Okay, let me see that. Let me see the accepted cultures. That'll be N. Why is that? Oh, here it is. Okay, so all of this should become green. So this gives us what? Minus 15%, minus 15%. So our income should increase significantly. Yeah, let's do that. Let's increase our government rank. Can we do that at war? Yes, we can. Now, if we switch out of this map... No, this has not been... Maybe the game needs to tick for that to happen. Weird. It should have become accepted. I suppose it doesn't really matter. We are an empire now, and our autonomy will be reduced at a faster rate. Oh, we lost the theologian, or never got one. That is why our unrest is so high. Really need to get one. Cardinal minister. Nope. It decreases tolerance of heretics, and tolerance of heretics is important for us. And here he is, the theologian that will save the day, hopefully. Although this is at 90% already. Yeah, could be a problem, but if we get lucky, it won't be. I think it might be time to peace out, even though we have not completed the sieges. Although this is at 11 progress, so let's wait for that one. Alright, so you will pay me money, Saxony. Wait a minute, Saxony isn't the emperor, so I could even make them revoke an imperial reform if I so chose. I'm not sure I want to. Bohemia is voting for me for the emperor. That would be very, very nice. The others won't, though, because why? Because they have no reason to. Bohemia is only voting for me because they are at war with their second choice, I believe. I suppose we could maybe get the Empire seat if we really wanted to. We are big and strong. We could do it. Nevertheless, let's continue the game. So, Saxony. You will give me all the money that you can. And you will cancel some of your treaties with Pomerania, for example, and Cologne. So I get more prestige. And that's it. I don't want any territory. Not yet. Right. Because we have East Frisia, Frankfurt, and Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg, we do own some of your territory. Do you want to give me reparations? Oh, you do. Perfect. Give me all your money. Frankfurt, you are under siege. Almost taken over, but you are not willing to budge. And Cologne, I don't think we can do anything to Cologne. Okay, let's just end it. I do need to be out of this war, although we could get more money. I'm going to take Greifswald and Berlin for myself. And that will already give me a lot of aggressive expansion. That is why I'm not going to take anything else. Although I could take Danzig or other provinces here, it really is not the best course of action in my opinion. I could make them release the Teutonic Order or Danzig as a separate nation. But that costs diplo power and gains me nothing. So what I'll do is get war reparations and all the money from you, as well as cancel some of your treaties to get extra prestige. And that is it, because I don't want to spend extra diplo points. Thank you. You were most helpful. Now, autonomy core. Autonomy, we can't core Berlin yet because we don't have any adjacent cores. I will keep the fort here, but I will disable it. Right. How are the rebels? Well, now we are overextended, so the revolt risk has gone up, which can become a problem. Now, our next target will be Austria. However, we need to get ready if we are to fight Austria. First of all, I will get my armies to the mainland France. I will disable my forts, decrease my military maintenance, and repay a loan, because we can afford to do that. And that's it for now. Let's see, fleet maintenance, do we need that? Not really. I can lower this temporarily and get our navy to station here, for example. Missions, create an army, incorporate Savoy. Create an army could be good. But what is my force limit? It's probably huge. It's 65. I can't afford an army that big. We don't even have enough manpower. So I'm not taking that. I will be hunting for a personal union with Brittany, though. Now, if this happens now, it will be a succession war between France and Austria. This is perfect for us, because we would not only get Brittany and be at war with Austria, we would be the defender, which means all our allies, meaning Bohemia and Poland and Castile, will be on our side, unless Austria decides to forfeit the claim. In that case, it's still good, because we get Brittany for free. Okay, any rivals? No, not at the moment. Okay, now we're going to unpause and just let the game run for a while, because we do need to... Oh, crap. He's gonna get stuck. This army is gonna get stuck. We could use automatic transport. Fleet is not maintained, but it should not get destroyed on the way. Right, I will spare no expense with the administrative power. We can always use it to lower inflation. I probably shouldn't have moved those armies there. I forgot we're going to have rebels in that area. Let's increase fleet maintenance again and get those guys up north. Where's that fleet? No, Saxony, I'm not giving you the territory back. Are you joking? Okay. We have lost our ruler. We have lost some stability. However, our new king is amazing. So it's fine. 633. Although the heir is complete crap, we don't really have to worry about that because our king is quite young. I wish I could increase stability, but I can't spend the points. Oh, what I could do is buy it from the Pope, just so we have a little bit less unrest. I usually... Oh, crap. Oh well, We need our armies there. How are we on transports? How many transport do we have? 9 ships. If I consolidate you... No, there's no point. That's what? 16, 22, 23. 9 ships. Building transport ships will take a long time. But I could get a couple to speed this up. No, that will be too long. Can I walk there? I would need access through Castile, Austria, Palatinate, Bohemia and Poland. I can do that. Alright. Castile, give me access. Austria. Now the Palatinate. Oh, I don't need Austria if I have the Palatinate. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Okay. Need our diplomats back because I still haven't taken it from Bohemia. And now we already have it in Poland. So here we go. What? Automatic transport? Why? Alright, I didn't wait long enough. Right, so you guys go over here. And I will increase the army maintenance so that we get a good army. Yes, I will accept royal marriages with both Poland and Castile. Did we lose the royal marriage with Brittany? I think we did. Let's redo that. Because I do want that union. How's the core? Slow. That's about it for now. Now the rebellions will be a problem. But we can take care of all of them with that one army, I believe, so we'll just have to wait for it to arrive at its destination. It has a good general, so we should be fine dealing with the rebels. You guys go there. Should probably get more cannons for the army. They probably have cannons, don't they? Yes, they do. I still have loans to repay, but now our income is much better, so let's get some cannons. I should go to Moscow itself and retake it. Artist has died. That's unfortunate. Alright, I should split this army, definitely. You go to that province of Vladimir. Yes, unfortunately I could not repay the loan. Bloody rebels. Oh well. Right, you guys go here, and then we will catch up when the rebels have been cornered at the end of our country over here. Okay, everyone, there. I should not be attacking over a river. Let's go here instead. Wait until we have enough troops, and... oh. Of course they left. Okay, let's go from here then, because then there won't be a river. We are suffering attrition, unfortunately. Okay, you guys are ready. Go. Go. And it's done. There will be more rebels here, so I should probably leave this army in the vicinity for a while. Although split it around so we don't get too much attrition. Actually, we need to split it quite a lot more due to the nature of this area. That's better. Okay, where do we get the next rebellion? Lower Don, which will be down here. That will be Tikvin, Ladoga and Oloniec. Which is here. Perm, Solikamsk, mostly. So that's over here. Really should keep the armies away from danger zones, because I don't want them caught up when the rebellion starts. Lose stability or lose legitimacy. Oh, that's bad. Normally I would go for legitimacy, especially since we are quite high. However, I will lose stability because we are at 3 stability. And sometimes you get events that raise it. Or you can use papal points or whatever. And now that we have an army here ready to deal with the rebels, they're not such a big problem anymore. Okay, a couple of truces have expired. They might form a coalition, but that will not impede our progress. Brittany, how are you doing? Oh, crap. How'd you get that air at 66? Or 65 because he's won. That was very unfortunate. I had high hopes for you, Brittany. Okay, so if we attacked Austria, yeah, that would be quite a big fight. Quite a big fight indeed. Maybe you're allied with someone. Allied with Brittany. Brittany is allied with Austria and Liège. That is perfect. I will gladly declare war on Brittany. Although we will lose one stability due to the royal marriage, which is very unfortunate. And we will call in Austria. I could do it in one war if I called them in as co-belligerent, but let's see who would join me. No one would join me. Poland is not willing to join another war until, well, for the next 5 years. And Bohemia is threatened, yes. Castile. Castile has a royal marriage, I think. If not for that, they would join me. Okay, who else are you allied with? The Palatinate and the Papal State. The Papal State, interesting. No, that would be England. I don't want that. The Palatinate is in the Empire, so if we attack them, we would have to fight the Empire again. And I think, oh right, we have a truce with them anyway. Hungary. Hungary has some powerful allies, and we would get Castile. We would not get Bohemia. We would get Poland. And we would not get Sweden. Okay, I need to work on the attitude that the other countries have towards us. So basically Bohemia and Sweden. We need to make them friendly. Then they would join our wars. Apart from that, I suppose we can deal with Austria if we have Poland and Castile on our side, even if they have allies. So that'll be okay. But we do need to wait 5 years for that. A revolt in Perm. I completely expected that, so let's get our armies ready. Oh, 2 revolts. This one is actually closer, so let's deal with them first. Oh, and we have gained a core province, which means we can start coring Berlin. Okay, more rebels. Golden Horde. Yeah, we'll be playing Whack Rebel for a little while. Just for a little one. Well, those are the... This is what happens when you conquer that much land that quickly. Okay. I think we should attack from Nave, actually. Can I go through here? I suppose I can. Our royal marriage with Bohemia has ended. Let's redo that. Dynastic actions, royal marriage. Let's make sure that they like us. They hate Austria, so if we declared war on Austria directly, they should be joining. Still not sure. Okay, let's go deal with them. Did we get the river crossing? Oh, we still did. That's unfortunate. But they are dead now. Okay, a quick siege. And now we can go and deal with the other guys in Perm. That is draining our manpower a little bit, which is unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do to help that. Naples has no heir. Interesting. 16 years old, though, is not young enough. How about the Palatinate? Austria and Bavaria. Oh, again. Yeah, if I do that, we have too many diplomatic relations. I need to break a diplomatic relation. I could do that by cancelling military access through them. Now they will accept the royal marriage, even though the relation was with them. Let's do this. And now it will be a succession war between us and Austria, which is perfect for us, if it happens. Oh crap. The rebels moved to the province I was moving to. Well, we still have a chance if our reinforcements come in time. And it went well. Okay, let's quickly retake the provinces, and then we'll need to move down, because Golden Horde separatists will be up. Yeah, Palatinate could be a good subject for us. And succession war with Austria could solve all our troubles. Because we would just get it. We would just conquer the required provinces. I think we could. Let me see, that's 15 war score, plus 19, that's 34, plus 16, that's 50 war score, and 32, that's 82 war score. That's all that we need. Yeah, sure, I can do that. We just need the Palatinate's king to die, like, right now. and Austria to not chicken out. Alright, let me see what the next rebellion will start. Lower Don. Where is that exactly? Somewhere here? No, this is... It's down here. Right. I suppose I could station my armies around that province. So when they rebel, we'll be ready to strike from all sides. Mostly across the river, which is probably not a good idea. We have lost a ton of claims in Italy, which is... I really don't care about that. We really don't want to invade Italy. However, this was my backup plan, because my initial plan was to go through Norway down to Russia. However, we could reach the Russian lands by attacking the Papal State or someone in the vicinity, just getting a province here, then hopping around to Crimea and then accessing it from the south. I still believe the northern route is the better one because it's easier, simpler, and why complicate it when you don't need to. However, that was an option as well. A little bit more problematic though. Yes, Poland, you can have military access. Who are you fighting? Lübeck, Saxony, Gelredlin. Oh, that's a lot of people. And of course, that is the Swedish invasion. Who else is in this? Sweden, Brunswick, Poland, Moldavia, Mazovia, and Lithuania. Now they have a chance. Lost a marriage. Is it still an elective monarchy? Yes, it is. Alright, I'll redo the marriage just so we can get good relations. Also, we are capping on power now, because after getting Big Blue Blob, I have slowed down my conquest, and now we can actually buy a tech level or two. So what I'll do is actually not get Diplotech. I'll get 2 admin techs, and I will get an idea group from the diplomatic group. And I think I could go with, yeah, you guessed it, diplomatic. Although if we went to trade, that would increase our income significantly. Do we make a lot from trade? Probably not. We do control all of Novgorod. We could be making a lot from trade. Are my merchants positioned correctly? No, they aren't. No, they aren't. Oh no, this is our capital, never mind that. However, they still aren't, because I should be collecting over here. Why am I not collecting over here? Bordeaux and Genoa. Yeah, I forgot to change that when I moved the capital. Well, that was a little bit of a hectic time when I was doing this. Well, I was in a bit of a hurry, wasn't I? Alright. You guys are waiting for the rebellion, that's fine. I'm not lowering the maintenance right now. And the idea group... I do need money, but I don't need money that bad. We have almost paid off all our loans. I think I will go with the diplomatic idea group. I could go in influence as well. Let me see which is better for us. We have almost enough to do 3 ideas. That will be cheaper war exhaustion and more diplomats and relations. That actually helps us a bit. Diplomatic reputation later, and obviously diplotech cost helps. And influence ideas, income from vassals. We don't have any vassals right now. Time to fabricate claims, diplomatic annexation cost. That could be useful. Aggressive expansion impact, always good. Diplorep. I think influence is actually good for us. Much better, maybe. If we intend to hunt for personal unions. On the other hand, diplomatic lets you break your alliances for free. I think I'll go with influence, just in case we want to continue this campaign. With influence ideas, we would have a great setup for personal unions with everyone. I mostly want the diplomatic annexation cost reduction. Okay, how's that unrest going? Sure. We only have one rival. We could rival the Ottomans, but really there's no point to it. And we could pass the Advancement of Religion Act, which increases unrest, so it's a no-no for me. That is a bad thing. Always. Even if you really want to convert your provinces, I still believe that is a bad choice, and never pass that. Pomerania, sure, whatever. You can have military access. How are we doing on that rebellion? 8.3 years. I really should pull those guys back a little bit and reduce their maintenance, because they're draining my economy for no reason. It's going to be a long time before those guys rebel. And just one loan left. Our economy is being rebuilt. Master recruiter has died. Sure, whatever. Before we declare war, we need to wait 5 more years, because then Poland will join us. I wonder if I should break the alliance with Austria. How are we doing on that succession? Oh. Castile? Seriously? 42 years old. Cool. And the Palatinate got an heir. Of course they did. Bloody hell. Mecklenburg, Provence. Provence? Probably not the best of ideas. Oh, no. Actually, on monarch death, Provence gets inherited by France. Seriously. You know what I could do? I could claim their throne and tag them and enforce a personal union. However, if they die, we inherit them. So we just get all the land for free with cords, which is even better. Should I risk that? Generally, I think it's better to attack, but Milan, Naples, and Tuscany, well, we could beat them easily. However, if we can avoid fighting them and just get this for free, well, why not? Let's do nothing. Let's do nothing. And I should probably break my alliance with Austria. Dissolve this alliance. Austria can be very useful. However, we really do need to conquer them, don't we? Now, would Castile join me if I attacked somebody? Let's say we attacked the Palatinate. Would Castile join me? They're in debt. If they were not in debt, they would. Bohemia? Wrong attitude. Poland? Fighting in another war, not willing to join before a particular moment. This is mostly due to them being at war. So we would get Poland, Castile. Against Austria, Hungary, Brittany, Palatinate, and the Papal State. That would be a big war, but we could pull this off. Bohemia, how much more can I improve our relations? Quite a lot, actually. Wait a minute, Sweden has, what is this attitude? Defense. Interesting. Okay, I'll think about it. Now it is time to end the episode. We will be striking against Austria soon, but I still need to decide how. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.